There are many famous artists in the Renaissance era. One of the most famous artists is Leonardo da Vinci. He was born in 1452 and was fascinated by nature. In 1470, when he was 18, he visited a workshop of artists in Florence named Andrea del Verrocchio. He stayed in the workshop until 1478 so he can paint an altarpiece for the Chapel of San Bernardo in the Signory Palace. This is what kick-started his career and what led him to make works like the Mona Lisa and Madonna and Child. He also introduced the realistic style of painting, which inspired many artists in this age. One artist that was inspired by him was Raphael, who was born in 1483. He had mainly learned to paint from his father, Giovanni Santi. After his parents passed away, he studied with another famous painter named Perugino in a town called Perugia. From here, he had created great works like the School of Athens and the Marriage of the Virgin. The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci is a well-known high Renaissance fresco. This painting uses a popular painting method from the Renaissance called linear perspective, using Christ's head as the vanishing point. Throughout this painting, Da Vinci makes an allusion to the number 3. For example, there are 12 apostles seated in 4 groups of 3, while there are 3 windows behind them all. Furthermore, Christ's position forms a triangle from his head to his outstretching arms, which further emphasizes this allusion to the number 3 throughout the painting. This allusion to the number 3 represents the Holy Trinity in Catholic art. Also, the landscape behind Christ is identified as a paradise or heaven where one can only enter through Christ himself. Moreover, Da Vinci displays the 12 apostles' personalities when Christ delivered news that one apostle will betray him. Judas sits leaning away from Christ and is holding a purse which contains 30 silver coins as a reward he received to betray Christ. Da Vinci painted Peter sitting beside Judas holding a knife in his right hand, which implies that he will protect Christ against anyone who tries to harm him. In the Last Supper, Da Vinci displayed different emotions on each of the 12 apostles' faces, such as love, fear, grief, and horror. Da Vinci simplified the architecture by eliminating unnecessary details. For example, by crowding all figures together, Leonardo uses the table as a barrier to separate the spiritual realm from the viewer's earthly world. Therefore, the painting focuses on spirituality and has a more naturalistic look. Between the years of 1509 and 1511, the artist Raphael painted one of his most famous works called the School of Athens. Raphael was inspired by Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci in this painting. In the painting The School of Athens, Raphael displays philosophers, scientists, and ancient scholars from different generations coming to gather under the same roof. The fresco's vanishing point is at the center of the painting, which draws attention to the main characters, Plato and Aristotle. Plato is on the left, pointing up to the sky, which symbolizes the idea of the unseen and unknown, such as conscience and the soul. On the other hand, Aristotle's hand is in a downward direction, which represents his knowledge from his physical experiences. Furthermore, this represents a more logical view of the world. Moreover, Plato is wearing purple and red clothing, which represents air and fire. This further emphasizes the idea that Plato represents spirituality. Aristotle is wearing blue and brown, which represents water and earth. This displays the physical and known aspects of the world. Both of these paintings have religious aspects and symbolism. The Last Supper focuses mainly on Christianity and displays the story of the Last Supper Christ shared with his apostles before he was crucified. On the other hand, the School of Athens displays the pagan religion of ancient philosophers. This painting focuses not only on religion, but also on mathematics, science, and philosophy. Although these paintings have different symbolism, they are both very important paintings from the Renaissance that influenced the daily lives of people from the early modern world. For example, the Last Supper encouraged people to practice Christianity in their daily lives, while the School of Athens encouraged people to pursue education and knowledge. Overall, these paintings were influential to the people during the Renaissance and are still used for inspiration by people today.